Good day, you're welcome. Today I'm reviewing a book written by Tim S. Grover, and the title of this book is Relentless, From Good to Great to Unstoppable, which means you can actually be unstoppable in your area and your field. Relentless, relentless. Tim started by saying the cleaner you are, the dirtier it gets. And he has classified people into three different categories, which are the coolers, the closers, and the cleaners. Everyone has a different definition of personal success. Some people allow life circumstances to decide for them. Others decide what they want and say good enough when they get it. And then there are a select few who can't even define success because they keep raising the bar on what that means. Now, the coolers, the closers, and the cleaners. These are three different categories in which CMS Grover tries as much as possible to classify various human beings. He said, you will consistently find that most people are coolers, a smaller percentage are closers, and maybe, just maybe, there is a cleaner in the group. There are 13 traits which he has identified, which he sees in different kind of people, different group of people. 13 traits, which he calls the relentless 13. So what you see in the individuals that they manifest, and specifically what you see in a cleaner that they manifest, because he has defined the cleaners as the go-getter, people who just get the job done, who get the result against all odds. And the first thing you talked about is that when you are a cleaner, you keep pushing yourself harder when everyone else has had enough. And what he has meant by this is that you keep raising the bar. You are not satisfied with where you are. You move to the next level. You want to achieve more. That's who you are because you are a cleaner. The next thing he said is that when you are a cleaner, you get into the zone, shut out everything else, and control the uncontrollable, which means you are so focused on the results that you want to get, you shut out every form of distraction and control the uncontrollable. You get the result that people feel that it is impossible to get. Then, when you are a cleaner, you know exactly who you are. That is, you know that you are a go getter. You know what your DNA is made of. DNA means that your professional DNA, what you look like, who you are when it comes to getting the job done and getting the results that you know that you don't take a no for an answer. See, when you are a cleaner, you have a dark side that refuses to be taught to be good. And what it means by that is that you have gone through situations in life, circumstances have shaped some things and have decided for people has programmed people's mind to think in a particular way. But there is always a resource left on the inside of you that is yet to be programmed by situations or circumstances, which you can always take advantage of that in the inside of you and use it to bring out results when you train it. You will bring out unimaginable results that you do not even think that you could achieve. When you are a cleaner, you are not intimidated by pressure, you thrive on it. It means that when you see pressure, when you see tough circumstances, what you see is opportunity, and how you convert it into an opportunity. That's what comes to your mind when you see pressure. Just like an eagle see a wind at the tide as it rises, and it rides on the wind, not being afraid, not being moved by it, but it rides on the tide of the wind. That's what you do. You are not afraid of it. So when you are a cleaner, when everyone is eating the in case of emergency button, they are looking for you, which means that when they say, oh, it's all over, it's emergency, nothing can be done, everybody is looking up for you for what you are going to bring on board. That's what they are looking at, because you have built a reputation of always springing out with surprise and coming out with situation that looks unimaginable. So when they are pressing the button of in case of emergency, what comes to your mind is, oh, it's time for me to act. I need to come up with something fantastic at this very moment. So when you are a cleaner, you don't compete with anyone. You find your opponent's weakness and you attack it. Some people have said that the strongest chain will break at its weakest point. When you are a cleaner, you're always looking for the weak point of your opponent or situations that you are confronted with looking at how to exploit that weak point and convert it into your avenue to win that particular circumstance. So you are not afraid and you look for the weakness, you exploit it because that's where the solution is from. That's what you do because you're a cleaner. So when you're a cleaner, you make decisions, not suggestions. You know the answer while everyone else is still asking questions. When a group of people are seated and you are looking at that thing, maybe this is a way, maybe this is a solution, because you are prepared and you have trained yourself for that particular scenario. At that moment, you are not making suggestions, you are taking decisions and saying, this is what we are doing, this is what we're doing, until the result comes out and everybody see it and say wow. And that is because you are prepared for that very moment. When you are a cleaner, you don't have to love the work, but you are addicted to the result. Sometimes the process you go through might not be fantastic, it might not be interesting, so you are not in love with it, you don't like it, but your driving force is the desired result which you're going to get at the end of the day. And that's who you are. So the driving force keep pushing you until you get to that desired result. When you are a cleaner, you are rather feared than liked. Now this looks like a mixed reaction. Mixed reaction in the sense that when you are rather feared than liked, you are feared not because you're evil, you are feared because of your dexterity, because of your expertise. So you are not the person that everybody just, oh, they get along guy because it looks good or because it does something good sometimes. But your experience and your expertise, your dexterity which you bring up, but which has created a reputation for you. That's what makes people to be scared of you. That's what makes people to be afraid of you. That, oh, this guy, I'm scared because I know what he's capable of doing when it comes to getting result. When you are a cleaner, you trust very few people, and those who you trust had better not let you down. They had better not let you down because you keep your cycle of trust very, very small. And that's because you try to watch your back to be sure that nobody's coming also to exploit your weakness because that's what you do. So you want to avoid that. People coming to exploit your weakness. So you keep your cycle of trust very, very small. And most of the time, those you trust had better not let you down. When you are a cleaner, you don't recognize failure. You know there is more than one way to get what you want. And what this means that even when you are put down, even when it appears as if you failed in a particular situation, you know that there is a way to succeed in that situation. You have a confidence in your heart that there is something else that can be done to get the desired result. That particular present failure is not the end of time and is not the end of search for solution to that thing. So you keep looking for a new way, a new way, a new way until the real way to solve that situation and come out on top of it until it is produced. That's who you are. When you are a cleaner, you don't celebrate your achievement because you always want more, which means that you always raise the bar. You always want the next level. So celebration of a current achievement to you, it means nothing serious because there's always more to achieve, there's always more to do, there's always more that can be taken advantage of. And my summary is that there is always a next level. Raise the bar, and you will be grateful to yourself that you did that. Now, as I close this, I would like to tell you click on follow to get more updates from me and share for your loved ones, and you won't regret it. I hope it's worth your time. Thank you for watching to the end.